Gambling is a game of probability and chance. The human mind seeks patterns, even in randomness. Gamblers fall prey to cognitive biases, distorting risk and reward. The gambler's fallacy is the belief that past events influence future outcomes. Another distortion is the illusion of control. Gamblers engage in rituals, believing they influence outcomes. These biases and the excitement of winning keep gamblers hooked. Are gamblers simply hardwired to take more risks than the average person? While it's tempting to categorize individuals into neat boxes of risk-takers and risk-averse, the reality is far more nuanced. Research suggests that gamblers may exhibit a higher tolerance for certain types of risks, particularly those associated with financial uncertainty and potential rewards. This elevated risk appetite may be influenced by a combination of genetic predispositions, personality traits, and learned behaviors. However, it's crucial to note that not all gamblers are created equal. Just as there is a spectrum of risk tolerance within the general population, there is a wide range of gambling behaviors and motivations. Some individuals may engage in casual gambling as a form of entertainment or social activity, while others may develop problematic gambling habits that can have devastating consequences for their finances, relationships, and overall well-being. The gambler's fallacy, a cornerstone of irrational thinking in gambling, stems from a misunderstanding of probability. It's the seductive whisper that suggests a losing streak must inevitably be followed by a win, as if the universe keeps a running tally and strives for balance. This misconception arises from our innate desire to find patterns in randomness, to impose order on chaos. We struggle to accept that each spin of the roulette wheel, each toss of the dice, is an independent event, unaffected by past results. The illusion of control further complicates matters. Gamblers often believe they can influence outcomes through skill, strategy, or even superstition. They develop elaborate betting systems, study their opponent's every move, and cling to rituals that give them a sense of mastery over chance. This illusion can be particularly potent in games that involve an element of skill, such as poker or blackjack, where strategic decisions can indeed influence the outcome. However, even in these games, chance plays a significant role, and the illusion of control can lead to overconfidence and reckless betting. To truly grasp the gambler's mindset, we must peer into the brain, where a complex dance of neurochemicals fuels the highs and lows of the gambling experience. Dopamine, often dubbed the feel-good neurotransmitter, plays a central role in reward and motivation. When we engage in activities we find pleasurable, our brains release dopamine, creating a surge of euphoria and reinforcing the behavior. Gambling, with its intermittent rewards and unpredictable nature, triggers a particularly potent dopamine response. The anticipation leading up to a potential win, the thrill of the unknown, and the exhilaration of victory all contribute to a dopamine rush that can be highly addictive. Over time, repeated exposure to gambling stimuli can alter the brain's reward pathways, leading to tolerance and withdrawal symptoms similar to those experienced with drug addiction. This neurological rewiring can make it increasingly difficult for individuals to control their gambling impulses, even in the face of negative consequences. While many individuals enjoy gambling as a harmless form of entertainment, for some, it can spiral into a debilitating addiction with devastating consequences. Gambling addiction, also known as pathological gambling or compulsive gambling, is a recognized mental health disorder characterized by an inability to control gambling impulses despite negative personal, financial, or social repercussions. The transition from recreational gambling to addiction is often gradual and insidious. What begins as an enjoyable pastime can morph into an all-consuming obsession, consuming increasing amounts of time, money, and emotional energy. As the addiction takes hold, individuals may experience withdrawal symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, and restlessness when not gambling. They may engage in risky behaviors such as chasing losses, lying to loved ones, or resorting to theft or fraud to fund their addiction. While individual differences in risk tolerance and brain chemistry contribute to gambling behavior, it's crucial to acknowledge the significant influence of social and environmental factors. Casinos, both physical and online, are meticulously designed to create an immersive and enticing atmosphere that encourages gambling. From the flashing lights and upbeat music to the free drinks and complimentary amenities, every detail is carefully crafted to stimulate the senses and create a sense of escapism. Furthermore, social norms and cultural attitudes towards gambling can normalize and even glamorize this behavior. In some cultures, gambling is deeply ingrained in social traditions and celebrations, making it difficult to distinguish between harmless fun and potentially problematic behavior. Advertising and marketing campaigns for gambling products often target vulnerable individuals, promoting the allure of easy money and the excitement of the game. The notion that gamblers are simply born risk-takers is a dangerous oversimplification. While genetic predispositions and personality traits may play a role in risk tolerance, it's crucial to recognize that gambling behavior is shaped by a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and social factors. To label someone as a natural risk-taker is to ignore the influence of their environment, their life experiences, and the myriad other factors that contribute to their decision-making. Furthermore, this misconception can perpetuate harmful stereotypes and stigma surrounding gambling addiction. It's essential to remember that addiction is not a character flaw or a sign of weakness, but a complex medical condition that requires compassionate and evidence-based treatment. By shifting our focus away from simplistic explanations and embracing a more nuanced understanding of gambling behavior, we can create a more supportive and effective environment for prevention, intervention, and recovery. A deeper understanding of gambling cycle is not merely an academic exercise, developing effective prevention and intervention strategies. By recognizing the cognitive biases, emotional triggers, and social influences that contribute to problematic gambling, we can design more targeted and impactful interventions. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy, a widely used therapy, has shown promise in treating gambling addiction by helping individuals identify and modify thought patterns and behaviors. Public health campaigns can play a vital role in raising awareness about the risks of gambling and promoting responsible gambling practices by teaching individuals about the signs of gambling addiction, providing resources for seeking help, and challenging the glamorization of gambling. In popular culture, we can create a safer and more supportive environment for those dealing with this issue. As technology continues to evolve, the gambling landscape is rapidly changing, presenting both opportunities and challenges for promoting responsible gambling practices. Online gambling platforms, with their ease of access and immersive virtual environments, have the potential to exacerbate gambling problems for some individuals. It's crucial for policymakers and industry stakeholders to work collaboratively to implement robust safeguards, such as age verification mechanisms, spending limits, and self-exclusion options to mitigate the risks associated with online gambling. At the same time, technology can also be harnessed to develop innovative tools for prevention and intervention. Artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning algorithms can be used to identify patterns of problematic gambling behavior and provide personalized interventions. Mobile apps and online platforms can offer accessible and discreet resources for individuals seeking help with gambling problems, reducing stigma and increasing access to support. The world of gambling is a complex and multifaceted one, driven by a confluence of psychological, neurological, and social factors. By moving beyond simplistic explanations and embracing a more nuanced understanding of the gambler's mind, we can begin to dismantle harmful stereotypes and develop more effective strategies for harm reduction. Empathy, compassion, and a commitment to evidence-based approaches are essential for creating a society where individuals can enjoy the entertainment aspects of gambling without succumbing to its potential pitfalls. Only then can we truly strike a balance between individual freedom and collective well-being in the ever-evolving landscape of gambling. Sure thing. Let's break down the secrets of casino house edge in a more casual tone. Casinos are all about games of chance where you can win big or lose it all. But behind the scenes, there's something called the house edge that keeps the casino in business. It's basically the advantage the casino has over players, ensuring they make money over time. House edge is like the casino's built-in profit margin on each game. It's why they can afford those fancy lights and free drinks. They're making sure they come out on top in the long run. Different games have different house edges, so picking what to play can make a big difference in your odds. Not every game is equally stacked against you. If you play smart with a good strategy, the house edge can be super low, like less than 1%. These are the big money makers for casinos, with some having pretty hefty house edges, sometimes up to 15% or more. Knowing which games give you better odds can help you decide where to put your money. House edge is all about math and probabilities. Games are designed to be unpredictable, so you can't game the system. Even slight changes in rules or pay tables can swing the house edge. Casinos crunch numbers to make sure they always have that edge, no matter what. Casinos also play with your head to keep you playing. Ever feel like you're almost winning? That's by design. They want you to have fun, but they also want you to keep coming back responsibly. It's a balance between entertainment and profit for them. Some players try to flip the odds in their favor. In games like blackjack, sharp players try to track cards to predict outcomes. They look for tiny imperfections to tilt the odds their way. Casinos keep an eye out for these tricks. They're not called advantage players for nothing. Technology is changing how casinos operate. Now you can play from your couch, but the odds are still carefully set. Virtual games adjust on the fly to keep that edge steady. Payment methods and privacy are evolving, but the house always wins in the end. For casinos, it's all about the bottom line. House edge ensures they make money consistently. They've got rules to follow to keep things fair and legal. Casinos use perks to keep you coming back. From drinks to rooms, they keep you happy. It's not just about gambling. Casinos sell an experience. Gambling's a global game with its own rules. Some places are strict, others are chill. It's a hot topic for how it affects communities. The secrets of casino house edge show it's a mix of math, psychology, and strategy. Knowing how it works can help you play smarter. But remember, the house always has the upper hand. It's a game of risk and reward that keeps the casino lights shining and the players coming back for more. Hope this casual take on casino house edge gives you a clearer picture without all the jargon.